My name is Fatimat, as you said. Yes, I am a JavaScript developer at Share. Not 27, but it's really silly to change that name. But yeah, I started working as a developer 5 months ago. And prior to that, I used to work in the charity industry. And before that, I was a bit lost and confused about what I wanted to do with my career. So I didn't have a university degree. And I didn't have any personal connection with the tech industry, but all I knew was I wanted to work in the tech industry. And whether or not, what that even meant, I didn't even know, but everyone speaks about tech industry, so it makes sense for me to just want to work in the tech industry. It's the cool thing. So one of the first advice I got was to sign up for meetups. And the person that advised me to do that, they weren't really technical, but they were like, their friend is, and it's always going to all these events that's like tech related and all these things. And the reason was that if I sign up for meetup and I go to a few meetups, I might see what's out there and learn more about the different roles in the industry, and then I can see which part of the industry I want to go into. So I did. I signed up for meetup. I browsed through it for the different kind of events that's on it. So one of the ones I went to was one by Code First Girls, and it was at PwC, and it was something about careers in tech, which was like perfect, because I was like, what is it in tech and what careers are there for me? And so what was even more exciting was that there was food. It says on the, they said there was food, but like every time you see there's gonna be food, and then you go to this one and then they give you like a crisp and biscuit. That's not food. No, actually this one was different. There was a proper food. I mean pizza, like it was serious. And then they had like drinks and all these things. I was like, okay. I was like, yeah. I went to that one, I went to the next one, I went to the next one, I was there. I was every meetup, I was there and I was eating the food, I was there. It was like tech meetups. I always make this joke that you can feed yourself every day just by going to meetup. You don't have to buy dinner. But the thing is, I went to all these meetups without having a clear idea of what I wanted to do. And what that did to me was made me more open to actually finding out what other people do and learning from them and seeing if anything they do relate to what I want to do. And talking to strangers without expectations really opened my eyes to all the opportunities, and it enabled me to get answers to questions I didn't even know I had. Like there's so much going on in the industry, even teaching, marketing. Like I work with a team of like 15 people and there's only four developers. So like there's a misconception that you have to be a developer, you have to code to get into, but no, there's so much going on that you can actually get involved in, and that's what talking to all these people made me aware of. But before I know it, I was at a meetup every night of the week, and it was exhausting because I was working all these other jobs as well. But then, so I had to sit down and figure out for myself what I wanted to do, because it was all good going to all this meetup, but like, and eating all the food, but really and truly, there's rice at home. So I had to reflect upon what I wanted to do. So at the time, I was working for a charity, and my role was to coordinate and organize workshops for young people. And one of the things I realized that I was passionate about was improving young people's access to opportunities and education. And I had a few platform ideas of things I wanted to do. From my previous conversations with people at these meetups, I had already learned about developer and coding and all these things. So I decided that I was going to be a developer. And that's one of the things, when you have conversations with people sometimes, you don't know what you're going to learn from them. So it's important that you stay open, because you should never underestimate the insight that they can give to you, because you can learn so much even if you think what they're talking about does not relate to you. So I learned about coding, and then I decided that I wasn't going to go to every meetup that I saw that the food was going to be provided. I was now going to go to ones that were related to coding, and ones that were more specifically workshop based. So I found out about Code Bar. So I started Code Bar, one free weekly workshops for anyone underrepresented. So if anyone, I think we're all qualified. If you're interested in applying, every Wednesday, and it's always at like cool offices. I've been everywhere, Google, Facebook, Twitter. I've been there, seen the offices. I can describe it to you if you want. So I went to Code Bar, and so I was there every Wednesday. I put it back. It's in my calendar. My calendar is serious. It's very important to me, so I put it in my calendar. There's a reminder every Friday that comes to me to sign up. So I went there every Wednesday, and I got paired with mentors that then basically taught me how to code. And that's one of the good things about this community. There's so many, like, you're just like, why are you even trying to help me? Like, but there's so many people that are willing to just help you. So from Code Bar, I found out about Founders and Coders. Some of the coaches at Code Bar were alumni of Founders and Coders, and they encouraged me to apply. Sometimes we just need other people to just push us, because if they hadn't encouraged me, I probably would have been like, nah, they're just going to reject me anyway. But I completed the prerequisites, I then applied, did the interview, then I got in. It was the best 16 weeks of my life, because I haven't studied since my A-levels, so it was like studying, and it was like 10 to 6 every day. It was intense. I feel like I'm still tired from it. And I finished last year February. I'm still tired, trust me. But like, it's one of those rewarding things, and it led me to where I am now in my career. And so that's so now that I'm where I am, it's also important that when you find communities that have helped you, that you go back to that community to give back to them, because that's how we keep on building. That's how we can all support each other. Some people don't want to bring you in because they think if they bring you in, you take their spot. There's enough space for all of us. So now I go back to Code Bar to coach there often. On Wednesdays, I go back to Founders and Coders to help them with their evening workshops. It's just all about taking and receiving. You can't just take but not receive. So always be open to giving as much as you take. And when I started going to all these meetups, some of the questions that I often asked myself was, how will it benefit me now? At the time, at the beginning, I just wanted to know what was out there. When I decided, then when I found out what I wanted to do, I went to ones that were related to what I wanted to do. So I went to those. And then it's all about the people that will be there. Everyone's spoken about how influential mentors can be in your life. I actually met one of my mentors at Code Bar, and now he won't leave me alone. which is good because he encourages me to keep going. That's how this is. It's not like that. What I mean is, when you have someone that's in your corner and they just want what's best for you, it's not their self-interest. It's they give you insight that you don't even see. So sometimes I would want to apply for something and I'd be like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, there's a lot of things I say no to just because I can't be bothered, or like because I know they will reject me. But he actually says, just apply. And it's like just hearing it from someone else encourages you in a way that you don't even expect. But another thing that the community does, and the community is good because it doesn't matter what background you're in. Like, I don't have a computer science. I stopped doing ICT as soon as I could stop doing ICT, which was like GCSE, and I think I failed, but we're not going to get into that. My teacher was rubbish. So regardless of your background, the community is there for you, and they're there to support you. And there's so much out there. Code Bar, if you're learning to code, if you want to do marketing, if you want to do anything you want to do, there's a lot there. So to conclude, regardless of what stage you are in your career and what industry, be it tech or whatever, tech, marketing, or teaching, there is a network accessible to you. It's up to you to reach out to this network and to utilize them. And when you find a network that aligns with what you're trying to do, be sure to take from them as much as you can. Be sure to give to them as much as you can take from them. Goodbye.